Hey guys, it's Jeanette with Mind Body Mobility, and this is the Strength and Conditioning Lite video I promised you guys. So, glad to see you guys again. Glad you're tuning in again. Glad you're moving and staying healthy. For this workout today, I have some 5-pound weights and I have a chair. Make sure you have a steady and stable chair, okay? And you can use 5 pounds, 3 pounds, 8, 10, whatever works for you. Just make sure that you're staying safe and working within your own range, right? If you want to move a little bit faster through this, you can, or you can go a little bit slower. Do what feels good to you. Maybe you've been out moving a lot, maybe you've been just chilling, watching TV, but we've all been cooped in and we all just want to make sure that we're moving and staying healthy. So the workout today, again, this is a light, strength and conditioning light. So this is primarily for those that maybe are a little bit older or have injuries. I have had a replaced ACL, I've had back injuries, I've had ankle injuries, all sorts of things. So again, this could be for lighter, or again, you could work heavier and make it more optimal for you and move a little bit faster. But primarily, take it a little bit slower, be a little bit safer in this type of workout. We're gonna do 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. I'm gonna use my awesome Gym Flex timer that is a free app on the phone. It's really awesome. You can program Tabatas and all sorts of stuff in it. It's just an awesome free timer, and that way you know I'm not lying to you, that we are working for a full 30 and resting for a full 15, and I'm gonna do the workout right along with you guys. Here's our workout right here, okay? The first set we're gonna do is squats. So let's go through it real quick and make sure everybody knows what the movements are, and then we're gonna do a little warm up and we'll get started. So squats. I have the chair out for this. So if you wanted to use the chair, you could. You could use the weights as well and just stand. But the best way to do a squat correctly is to sit toward the edge of a chair. You can put your hands down here, sit up nice and tall. And then without having to lean forward a lot, just stand right up. And then send your hips back, right? Send your butt back. Again, not trying to lean forward a lot. Reach back for the chair if you want, make sure it's there. And gently go down into it, right? Not trying to like flop down into it. So standing up tall, squeezing the booty at the top, sending the hips back, slowly coming down. If you don't want to use the chair, then you want to use the weights, you'll hold the weights, and it'll look like this, right? Sending the hips back. Maybe I want to stand close to the chair, touch the chair, come up. Touch the chair, come up, okay? Then you get 15 seconds of rest. Then we're gonna do chair tricep dips. So, I'm gonna sit on the edge of my chair. My hands are gonna be close to my tush. My feet are out in front of me. I slide my booty off the front edge. I'm just right up next to it, okay? I'm gonna bend my elbows straight back and then press up. So going straight down and up. That's a tricep dip on the chair. Make sure your chair is nice and stable on that, okay? Then we're gonna come down to the floor with our weights. I want you to scoot nice and close to the chair so that and have the weights right next to you. Whoops, lost my mat. If you want to have the legs on the chair, you can, or floating off the chair, even more challenging. We're gonna take a chest press. So the elbows are bent out to the side, the palms are facing your legs, abs are in, back is nice and stable. I'm gonna press my arms up right above my sternum and then bend my elbows out to the side, touch the floor. If I have shoulder injuries, I can bring my elbows in by my side, palms facing, and go straight up and straight down, okay? So chest press, right up above the sternum, right out to the side, just like that. Then I'm gonna put those weights down, or you could use them if you wanted. We're gonna put the feet down on the floor. Okay, you're gonna have them here, and you're gonna go into your bridges. So if you wanna add some weight to the bridges, put the hands there, squeeze up, hold, and come down, squeeze up, hold, and down. Don't wanna use the weights, just put them down, squeeze up, and down like that. Then last thing of the set is crunches. We're gonna put the legs up on the chair, support our head, crunch up, and down. Making sure the tailbone's staying down and we're curling up to it. Head is supported. Okay, and we're going to do all those 3 times through. So 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. Then let's go ahead and review our second group here. So we're gonna have a little rest in between these two different sets. So then we're gonna do this whole group down here together 3 times as well. So these all have dumbbells in them. Again, you don't have to use dumbbells. You could use soup cans, anything you want that's weighted, right? Alternating reverse lunge. So I'm gonna stand sideways so you can see. We'll have the weights in the hand if we want them. Take your right leg back, heels lifted, ride the elevator straight down, come up, come back in. Other leg back, ride the elevator straight down, come up, back in. You can ditch the dumbbells, put your hand on a wall, stabilize, down, up, in. Make sure that back heel's lifted, toes and knees are pointed forward. That front knee, guys, keep it behind your toes when you come up, okay? Then we'll take and do some bicep curls. So just standing hip width apart. You can have your palms facing like this. You could have more of a hammer curl style here, or you could do a rotating. You decide. So like this, watching you're not swinging your arms and your body all around, nice and stable and tall. Bring it up, bring it down, or like this. Okay, that's your bicep curl. Then your straight leg deadlift. Put the weights right in front of you. Stand hip width apart, nice and tall. Then keep your back flat. So keep the weights right against your legs as you send your hips back. Keep the weights right up against your legs and take your chest forward. Now take a look here. My back is flat. I'm not rounded. No grandma backs. No grandma backs. Nice and flat, booty out, hands against me. So what you're looking for is hamstring tension. That's stretch and tension back through here. Then I squeeze my booty and use my back and come up. Slide down, head is in line with my spine, squeeze up. You can go further than that, but it's not this. It's not just collapsing over, it's sending the hips back. That's really important. Feeling that stretch, squeezing up. That's your straight leg deadlift. From there, we're gonna go into an overhead press. Again, legs right underneath, weights right at our shoulders. We're gonna press it up and bring it down. Press it up. Notice my arms are right by my ears, not forward, not rounded. Nice tall back, nice straight line. That's our overhead press, okay? And then we'll have moved the chair and we're gonna finish with some Supermans. So we're gonna work the whole back line of the body. So you lay on your belly, reach your arms forward. You're gonna pull your belly in, lift your hands and legs and head up, fly like Superman or Superwoman, and come back down. This is your Superman. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come down. So those are all the movements we're gonna be doing today. So like I said, we're gonna start with this first group here. We're gonna do each thing, start at the top, go through, repeat, and repeat 3 times. Give you a little rest in here to get some water. Mary Kay, I'm talking to you. And then another set, 3 times through that one. Each set will take us about 10, 11 minutes. All right? Set yourself up, grab your chair, grab your weights, and we'll get started. All right, guys, so let's do a little warm up here before we get started. If you already did the Pilates video, great, that was your warm up. If not, you can do this now just to get the blood flowing a little bit before we jump into the workout. So let's just do some air squats. Stand with the legs about hip width apart, maybe a little wider if you know you're kind of tight, maybe a little turned out if you need that, right? And then I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see. So what we wanna do is send our hips back, just kind of sit back like we're sitting in that chair, right? And come on up. Sit back and come on up. Now, next time you go down, take a look at your knees. Make sure they're lined up with your toes. If not, line them up. Whether that means you need to turn your feet out a little bit or open your knees and work on that. That's real important. And the weight is in your heels. Toes are lifted here. You don't have to lift them when you squat, but see if you can lift them now. So make sure the weight is in the heels. And let's do about 5 more. Warming up the body. Put the hands here if you want. 1 more. Good. Let's go ahead and just warm up our arms a little bit, right? We're just gonna take some nice big circles. Inhale, exhale. Good, let's reverse it. Just warming up the shoulders. Okay, Okay, and we're gonna do a little side to side, warming up our feet, right? Finding our balance, just roll a little bit slowly side to side here. Okay, and then roll a little bit forward on the front of your feet, a little bit back. This is actually a Tai Chi warm up that I do with my Tai Chi master. It's kind of nice, gentle warm up. It's kind of checking. The feet are so important when you work out, right? They're your foundation. They're your roots into the floor. So you want to make sure that they're awake and they're alive and tingling. All right, bring them together. Bring your arms up. We're going to go gently to the side, right? To your left. And then come on up. And then over to the right. And up. One more each side, nice and easy. Working your lateral flexion here. And back to center. Good, then let's open the legs. And then we're just gonna sit back in that squat a little bit, hang down there, stand up. Sit back in that squat a little bit. Stand up, one more. Sit back, let your back go forward here, nice and flat. Now from here, just reach down to the floor. Try to straighten your legs and just stretch. You don't have to straighten the legs. You can be more bent here as long as you're feeling a stretch in those hamstrings. Go side to side a little bit with your hips here. Back to center and gently bring it on up. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. If you didn't grab your chair and your weights and all that you need, go ahead and grab those now, and I'll meet you back here and we'll get started. All right, I'm gonna use my weights, I think, on my squat, and I'm gonna use the chair. I'm just gonna gently go back into it. Again, work in your own range, do what feels best for you. You need to stop and rest. You wanna go a little bit quicker and faster, have fun with it. I have a little bit of music playing in the background, but I recommend that you go ahead and pick some great music and turn it up. And I'm gonna start the gym flex timer here. I call him Dude. So I'm gonna start Dude and we'll get started. It gives us a little 10-second countdown. So make sure your abs are in, you're standing tall. 3, 2, 1, go. We're going into that squat for 30 seconds. Again, as fast or as slow as you want, just making sure your knees stay behind your toes, right? Chest is up, squeeze your booty at the top, and breathe. A little slower if you need to, a little faster if you want. Always be safe, always be in control. 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, this is our rest, which means a transition basically. We're gonna put the weights down and get ready for our tricep dips on the chair. Remember, hands nice and close. Booty toward the edge, 3, sit tall. 2, 1, go. Here we go. Down slow, up slow. Elbows straight back, abs are in. Make it harder, do a single leg variation of this if you want. Breathe. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, coming down to the floor, grabbing your weights, getting ready for your chest press. Legs up on the chair if you want, or keep them on the floor. Remember, shoulder injuries, hands close. 2, 1, go. You can float the legs like this if you want, make it harder on the abs, or rest the legs. Keep the ribs and the belly into your back, straight up over your sternum, straight out to the side. Exhale when you come up, inhale down. Chin up, shoulders down. 3, 2, 1, rest. Good, all right, use the weights if you want. Take your feet down, scoot back a little maybe. If you want to have the weights here for your bridges or just arms by your side, whatever works for you. Legs are hip width apart. 3, 2, 1, go. Abs in, squeeze your booty, lift it up and lower down. Lift it up and down. Chin up, Breathe. Squeeze that booty. Don't use your back. Don't overarch. Good. Come on down. Take your legs up on the chair if you want. You can keep them down, and we're going to go right into our crunches. Hands behind the head, back is down. 3, 2, 1, go. Roll it up, bring it down. Roll it up. Exhale up. Use your abs, don't pull on the neck. Nice wide elbows. Make it harder, legs up. Good. All right. Stand on up, and we're going to do it all over one more time. Maybe if you didn't add weights on your first set of squats, you want to add them or try it without the chair, this would be the time to do it. 2, 1, go. Send the hips back, knees behind the toes, squeeze the booty at the top. Maybe work a smaller range if you need to, right? Don't let your chest fall too far forward. Arms right down by your side. Okay, chair dips. Remember, sit on the edge, hands close to you, shoulders back. 3, 2, 1, go. Bend the elbows, straight up and down. Elbows back. Okay, coming down to the floor, chest press. Legs on the chair if you want. 2, 1, abs are in. Go. Press it up, bring it down. Bridges. Feet come down, scoot back a little if you need to. You can use the weights if you want. Legs are hip width apart, abs are in. All about the glutes here. 3, 2, 1, go. Squeeze up, come on down. Keep the ribs into the back, don't over pop the chest. Alright, crunches, legs on the chair if you want, hands behind the head. If you want to cross and lift or take the legs up higher, you can do that as well. 1, go. Curl up, calm down. Support the head, roll up the abs, get as high as you can. Good. All right, guys, we got one more set. So, should be pretty warm now. Move it a little quicker if you can. Maybe use some heavier weights if you've got them. 2, faster. You don't have to. You can keep it slow. Squeeze that booty. Stand tall.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Good. All right. Tricep dips on the chair. Hands in nice and close. Abs are in, sitting tall.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Good. Chin up, chest open. Elbows back. Keep it small if you need to. Always be safe, you guys. Our goal here is to get stronger, not to hurt ourselves.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Good. All right. Down to the floor. Chest press, bridges, crunches. Home stretch on this one.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Remember, shoulder injuries. Keep your arms down and in, palms facing. You can just go straight up and down here.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Bridges. Remember, don't use the back on this. Make it about the glutes. Weight even on all parts of your feet. Abs are in.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Squeeze it up, bring it down. Big squeeze. Almost there.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Good. All right, finishing it off with the crunches. Then we get a little rest before we start our whole next set.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Here we go. Roll it up, bring it down. If you maybe want to lift one leg at a time, change it up a little bit, keep the pelvis stable, abs in. And rest. All right, let's take a break here. You go get some water, right? And we'll come back and we'll do the second set. All right, guys, hopefully that first 3 rounds through went great for you. I'm sure it did. And you got some water and you're ready to start the next one. Remember, we're going to start with our alternating reverse lunges, right? You can be up against a wall if you need to or hold dumbbells. Bicep curls after that. Straight leg deadlifts. Overhead press, followed up with on the floor and our Supermans, right? 3 times through, 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. We're gonna use dude here, so you know I'm not lying to you, and I'm gonna do it with you. All right, grab your weights. If you want, get ready for those alternating reverse lunges. Keep it small if you need to. I'm gonna turn sideways so you can get a good peek at what I'm doing here.
3, 2.
Have your legs kind of close.
Go.
Step back with your right. Go down, up, come back. Left, down, up, and back. Just like that. Find your balance. Down, up, in. Find your balance. Down, up, in. Don't go too far back, right? Make sure you're also going straight back in line with your hip. Use a wall or that chair if you need to for balance.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
All right, working our bicep curls now. Hip width apart, shoulders back. You can have the weights like this, palms facing or hands by your side. Or you can switch it up. One round do one way, one round do the next.
2, 1, go.
Here we go. Up and down. Make sure you're not swinging the weights or swinging your body, right? Shoulders back, elbows in tight. Abs are in, standing tall. That's it, guys. Keep it going. Remember, slow it down if you need to.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Good, nice job. All right, we have our straight leg deadlift now. So, stand hip width apart, weights right up against you, or your palms of your hands, zipped up abs.
3, 2, 1, go.
Keep your back nice and flat. Send your hips back. Slide those weights right down the front of your legs. Find that hamstring tension. Squeeze your booty. Use your booty in your back. Come back up. Down, down, down. Hold. Squeeze up. The weight is really back in my heels. My back is nice and flat here, not rounded. Remember, no grandma back. Easy down. Maybe go a little further. Find that tension. Squeeze it up.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Good. All right, let's take it into our overhead press. So we're going to bring those weights right to the front of our shoulders here, elbows down into our chest. Standing hip width apart again, nice and tall, abs are in.
3, 2, 1, go.
Press the weights up right by the ears, bring them down. You can also have the weights out here and press up like this. Okay? Shoulder injuries, safer to be in close, palms facing. Chin up. Get those bicep muscles right by your ears, remember? Right by the side there. Don't let your chin pop
3,
forward.
2, 1, rest.
Good. All right, let's put those weights down. Come down to the floor for our Superman. Lay down on your belly, reach your arms long, legs back in line with your hips, forehead down,
3,
abs in.
2, 1, go.
Inhale, bring everything up. Hold, hold, hold. Exhale, down. Up and down. Up and down. If you want to modify this and do opposite arm and leg like this, you can. It's a little bit less aggressive. Okay, otherwise everything comes up together and down.
3, 2, 1, rest.
All right, come back up. We're gonna stand it up, bring the weights with you, back into those alternating reverse lunges, right? I'll face you this time. Arms are by your side. I
2,
have
1,
dust on my chest from my floor. Clearly it's time to clean my house again, although I swear I feel like that's all I've done. My house has never been this clean. Like maybe like when we moved in and I cleaned my kitchen the other day. God. I don't remember the last time I cleaned my kitchen like that. Like I was so bored. I was so bored. So that's the good news. My house is relatively very clean. Bad news is I'm stuck inside.
1, rest.
But I guess that's good news. If my house is clean and I'm stuck inside, I wouldn't want to be stuck inside a dirty house. All right, moving on. Bicep curls. Shoulders back, abs in, right? Maybe you want to change it to a hammer curl this time.
Go.
You can rotate. Just change it up. Do what feels good to you. Remember, slow it down if you need to. Speed it up if you want to. Grab heavier weights if you want to. Don't use weights at all, right? Just bring your palms up, squeeze, get a nice isometric curl, and bring it down. Good. Next thing we got, straight leg deadlift. Here we go. Hip width apart, nice big chest. Weights right up against you, or just the palms of your hands.
3, 2, 1, go.
Send those hips back, weight in your heels, find that tension, hold, squeeze and lift. Keep your head up and your focus out slightly. That'll help keep your back flat. If you're not sure, right, grab a mirror. All the way down, hold, 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 squeeze, lift. Hold, 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 squeeze it up. press. Remember, it can be done this way, or for shoulder safety, this way is best. Sit nice and tall.
3, 2, 1, go.
Press it up, biceps by your ears. Watch when you do this, you don't let your chest and your head pop forward, right? Keep them nice and quiet and still. It's just about the arms pressing up and coming down. Or this way. Good, all right, down to the floor for our Supermans. Arms long, legs long, abs in.
3, 2, 1, go.
Nice big inhale, lift everything up. Exhale, come down. All the way up and down. Bring it up and down. Keep going, fly. Pretend that we're free outside.
3, 2, 1, rest.
All right, last set, you guys. Let's make sure we finish strong. My martial arts instructor used to say last set, and we'd say best set, man. So let's make it happen. All right.
1, go.
Alternating reverse lunges. Step back, go down, and up. If you can kind of make it all now one motion, right, where you just step back and go right down and right up, great. If you need to slow it down and break it down, you do that to be safe. Straight back, eyes up, chest up. Make sure you're balanced.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Good, taking it into the bicep curls. Shoulders back, abs in. Root your feet into the ground, right? Stand tall, stand
3,
strong.
2, 1, go.
Maybe speed it up a little bit if you can. I'm gonna do a rotating curl this time. Not swinging my arms though, really isolating that bicep muscle. That's it, almost there. It's our last round, guys.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Good, all right. Straight leg deadlift. Legs about right under the hips. Nice big chest. Remember, weight back in your heels, flat back.
1, go.
Legs straight, chest forward, hold, squeeze the booty at the top. That's it, squeeze that booty. Almost there. Oh, see, told you.
1, rest.
All right, overhead press. Last time for this one, and then we're going to finish strong with our Supermans or Superwomans. Superwomans. We'll say that.
3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go. Press. Push it up. Bring it down with control. Push. If you're starting to get tired and the weights are starting to get a little heavy, maybe you got a little aggressive, a little overachieving going on for the first workout, you can bend your knees a little bit and do a little push press, right? Use your legs to help you. But only do that if you're like, oh gosh, I don't know, can't do anymore. Otherwise, really isolate the arms.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Good, all right, finishing strong here, Supermans. Reach the arms forward, legs long. Remember, you can always do the modified version of this, opposite arm and leg.
3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go, inhale up, exhale down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. You got it. Home stretch. Good. Push back into a child's pose or cat-cow, whatever's best for you. Take a moment, breathe, and stretch. Take a nice deep breath in.
2, 1, done.
Exhale. Roll it on up. Good. Make sure that you stretch out or roll out, right? If you have my non-out rollers or a foam roller, make sure you do that after you've done this. That's real important. Your recovery is also real important. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm so glad to have this opportunity to give this to you guys. I miss you guys like crazy. Stay healthy, stay well, stay inside. Take care. Love you guys.